What's up, fantasy sports fans? Philly D here. Week 5 NFL Millionaire Maker lineup. How's everybody doing? Last week we did okay. Cashed a couple times. We're on to week 5. We didn't win $1 million. I'm gonna try and do it this week. This week at quarterback, I'm going with Philip Rivers playing against the Giants. Don't know what it is about the Giants. Their defense has got pretty heavy pockets. Maybe that's what's slowing them down. Philip Rivers has been playing good. The price is low on him, $5,800. I like it a lot. I love the matchup. It is in the Giants Stadium, but Philip's getting a little mad. I think he's going to throw that ball all over the field. $5,700. I hope he gets about 25 fantasy points, 4 touchdowns, 300 yards. That'll do it for us. Running back, I'm paying up this week. A lot of good running backs are on bye. This week I feel like it's pretty high priced. And Todd Gurley, I feel is getting overlooked this week. Why is he not priced higher? He's $8,000, which is high, but he's averaging 30 fantasy points a game. Playing Seattle, maybe that's what it is. The Seattle defense has been run on consistently, though. Tennessee took him to town. Indianapolis was able to move the ball. The Seattle defense is just not impressing me. Yes, they have Bennett on that line, Cliff Averill. I mean, the names, we all know the names. But I believe Gurley and the Rams take this game. They're at home. Seattle is definitely not the same team on the road. And I see Gurley getting 2 touchdowns, if not more. He's on fire. At 8,000, you really can't go wrong. Next up, we got Leonard Fournette. Again, not getting a lot of play, I guess. Being in Jacksonville, he's been able to run on some pretty good opponents. Baltimore and Houston. He's averaging 20 points a game. Involved in the passing game. 7,000. Pretty expensive, but we're talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers. They've been run on up, down, sideways. Their pass defense is actually pretty good, so hopefully Jacksonville runs the ball a ton. Look for Fournette to get 100 yards rushing and some receiving yards too, and hopefully get us about 30 fantasy points. Wide receiver, definitely going contrarian. You saw me pick Philip Rivers. Well, I'm going to pick Keenan Allen this week at 7,200. It's a little smaller here. There we go. At 7,200 against the Giants. He'll be matched up against Apple, who highest rated cornerback in the league. Just not playing like it. I mean, they're targeting him a ton. Keenan Allen and Philip Rivers have a very good rapport. Keenan Allen looks as healthy as ever. He wants the ball all the time. I think him and Philip Rivers get it going this game. I think he can get a touchdown, if not 2. Playing on the road, they're going to need something. Next wide receiver, I'm going Randall Cobb. I definitely want to get some action on this Green Bay-Dallas game. I think it's going to be super high scoring. I'd love to get Aaron Rodgers is one of my favorite quarterbacks this week, but of course the price super high. I think he's like 8,000. So I'm hoping Philip Rivers can kind of produce the same numbers. But I definitely wanted some action in that game. Jordy Nelson, I love him, but he had 2 touchdowns last week. So now I'm thinking maybe somebody else gets the touchdowns this week. I'm thinking Randall Cobb. Maybe Devontae Adams, another sneaky play. But Cobb's getting the targets this year. Rodgers isn't really messing around. He's throwing to people who can catch the ball. Devontae Adams is getting a couple catches, those long bombs here and there. But Randall Cobb's more the possession receiver, and I like him this week against Dallas. Next at tight end, we got Tyler Kroft for the Bengals. It looks like Andy Dalton's found himself a new tight end, a new Tyler, a new BFF in the red zone, Tyler Kroft. We've all been waiting for Tyler Eifert to come back, and when he does come back, he does produce, Andy Dalton does throw him the ball, but the production hasn't been the same since that 13 touchdown season. This year we got Tyler Kroft. Targets been going up every week. He had 6 or 7 targets last game, so he's just a great red zone threat. He's catching the ball. I like him this week against Buffalo. Going to be a tough matchup, but the price is cheap on him too, $3,200. So I'm hoping he can get about 15 fantasy points, hopefully a touchdown and another 5 catches, 50 yards. Flex, I'm going Duke Johnson against the Jets. The Jets are playing fantastic ball the last 2 weeks. I guess you could say. They've won 2 games. They're tied with the New England Patriots, alright? Anyways, Isaiah Crowell not getting the ball. They're definitely getting Duke Johnson involved, and when he catches the ball, he's making the most of it. Last week he had 20 fantasy points. He's averaging about 15 fantasy points a game. Very overlooked. Price is starting to creep up, almost 5, still under 5K, but I love him, especially this week against the Jets. I'm thinking he gets another 20 fantasy point week easy. Finishing off with the defense, I'm going to pick them again. I picked them last week, the 49ers. This week playing against Indianapolis. Last week they played Arizona. Arizona and Indianapolis, I'm not going to say Arizona's 10 times better, but theoretically the quarterback play is better on Arizona. Indianapolis last week threw 2 pick sixes. I know this because one of my head-to-head matchups I lost. My opponent had Seattle defense, and I was up by 10 points with the Seattle defense to go, and they ended up scoring 20. And I was just like, terrible. Anyways, so I'm gonna go against Indianapolis, and this week I'll take San Francisco. The defense is getting gashed from here and there sometimes, but they held Arizona. They've held their own against certain opponents. They got gashed against the Rams, but everybody's getting gashed against the Rams without exception. So I'm picking, they're near the bottom of the price range, $2,600. I'm hoping for, they got 9 fantasy points last week against Arizona. Hoping this week they get about 15. Alright, so that's my Millionaire Maker lineup for this week. Check me out on Facebook, Philly D Fantasy Sports. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your picks are this week. Also, you can check me out on No Limit Fantasy Sports. Great website. And good luck to everybody this week. We'll see you next week. Take it easy.